All right, what's up, everyone? My name is Jim. I'm 39 years old. Um, I decided to start a new channel. My other channel is just like stuff for me. I'm not a YouTuber. So when I say start a new channel, this is just separate from like family videos and stuff that I do. And I have a project card that I tinker with. Um, but this is more for me than YouTube. Really, it's just a nice way to document the progress. Um, so yeah, like I said, I started this channel to record my weight loss. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been doing this up and down thing for years, like most people. Most times these weight loss things fail, because it needs to be more of a lifestyle change. Excuse the cricket. I have a cricket somewhere in my basement. But um, so yeah, I'm 39. Like I said, I've been doing this weight loss slash working out thing for many, many years. I first started lifting in high school, probably around 97, I'd say. It was the first time I really picked up weights. And I was a lot lighter then. I was in shape per se or skinny. When you're a teenager, usually you are, usually, for the average person. And then I went into the military, spent 5 years there, and that's pretty much it. When I got out, I remember I tried to get big in the military and big and buff, and that didn't really work out for me. I had problems putting on size. I wasn't like a really skinny guy, but it just I don't know. Um, I looked good, but I wasn't big. I wasn't buff. I wasn't super cut or anything. I was a very average guy, but I was in shape. And then when I got out, because I think my max weight was 172 was all I was allowed to be. So even if I slipped up and started getting heavy, that would have been my max. I hovered around the 160s in the military. But I did catch a glimpse of weight gain and what would be to come at the end of my enlistment. I know when I was getting out, I struggled to stay at that 170. So I was around 23 years old. And I made it right till the end, but I quickly, within a year or so, blew up to 215. And I remember thinking that was like the craziest thing. And I got all these stretch marks on my lower stomach, and I just couldn't believe it. I remember I went to get a suit. I don't know if it was for a wedding or what. And I remember being in the dressing room and the lighting. And I look down and I just see these fresh stretch marks. And I'm like, oh my God. And I thought that would be enough to motivate me, and maybe at the time it was, but you know how it is. Life happens, and you get busy, and I don't know. Yeah, people like to. What's the word? Kind of like. Why can't I think of it? Like self-destruct. For some reason we pick up these habits that hurt us, and for some reason there's some weird satisfaction to it. It doesn't make sense. But so like I've said twice before, at least. I'm 39, so we're talking 23 to 39. I've been struggling with this, and it's not always in the forefront of my mind. There were times where I lost a little bit of weight. I was fine. I was getting strong. I didn't care as much about having maybe a little bit of a stomach because I felt strong, and that was good enough for me. It was when I would quit working out altogether, and then I was heavy and weak, and just felt soft and just out of shape, and just felt terrible. Um, and it was a progressive climb. So you figure what's that, about 16 years now, of the weight gain. It was gradual, and I could see it in my charts and my physicals. It'd be a few pounds a year. Next thing you know, 217 turns into 220 to 220, whatever. And here I am. If I were to guess, I'd be around 245 right now at 5'7". Um, so I don't want to say I have a goal this time, other than um, to pick a number that might sound cool would be like 199 um, by my birthday, which is March 7th, and this is September like 19th or something. I think is the day. I don't know. So with bad eating and just bad habits in general, usually the water weight comes off quick. There's like a good 10 to 15 pounds is probably water weight. So I would think that hitting 199 by my 40th birthday should be reasonably attainable. Um, I'm gonna try and do what I would consider somewhat of a lifestyle change. I'll show you a little bit more of what I have going on in the basement, but I want to do the meal prep and all that, which will be tomorrow. I was gonna do this video. This is a Saturday night, and I was gonna do it Sunday night with the meal prep, but I don't want to get I don't want the recordings to get in the way of what I'm trying to do when I have kind of a limited amount of time to do it. So most of these videos, they really won't have any editing involved or anything. They're going to be pretty raw and just like a, um, a record of my journey, we'll say. So again, it's more for me than anything. I would hope that I can be successful, and next year on my 40th come back and look at this first video and be like, hey man, look at where I was. I've lost weight before. I've lost 10, 20, I don't know, about 20, not 30 pounds since I was 23, but maybe I think 26 pounds was probably the most I lost. And it's weird because anybody who's done this, which is probably a lot of you that may have come across this video, is like you feel good. It doesn't make sense because it's like you feel good. If you had anxiety, that would go away, or at least, mitigate itself a little bit. And depression, you just feel great. You sleep better. You seem to just feel better about yourself. You got confidence. The way you may start dressing a little better. And I've had all that. And then for some reason, like something that has nothing to do with me, or at least my life choices, makes me mad, right? Gets you upset, gets you off kilter. It could be work, it could be family, it could be anything. When I say family, not really my wife and kids, but like, some outside thing. And then what do? You self-destruct. You start, eating bad. You quit working out. It's like you're angry at something else and you take it out on yourself. It makes zero sense because you were feeling good, you were looking good, you were happy, and it's like, why do you go back? I don't know. It's like the human condition. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And every year or every couple years, I look at myself and I go, how did you get to this point? How do you hate the way you look so much, yet you don't have enough motivation or willpower to do something about it? And I guess part of the reason I would say is the life happens kind of thing. Excuses come along, like, we had one child, then two, then three, and my wife has always had a career, so she she works full time, and trying to be a good parent, be a good husband, and then you want the finer things in life. So I would work extra overtime, and you get into this rat race, and it's like, well, I don't have time to work out. It's like, well, yeah, but you got time to play video games, or you got time to stare at your phone. You got time. I mean, there's always time to do something stupid, right? I get those breaking points where I'm like, this is ridiculous, and then I get in the groove, and then I fail, and it's been going on for, like I said, 16 years. The only thing I can say is I've always tried to come back. I've always tried to work out again. I've always tried to diet again, or whatever you want to say. So the one thing I guess I can, say that's positive is that I haven't given up. I'm not like, well, I'm getting older now. I'm almost 40. You're not going to look like you were when you were young. Well, that sounds like another excuse. So, most people probably have turned this video off by now, but I guess, instead of trying to do it tomorrow and stuff like that, I'm gonna do some like weekly updates. Like, it's mainly all I'm gonna do, I think, unless I feel like I want to do an extra video. So, I'm gonna bring my scale down into my basement from the bathroom, and again, this is like more of a vlog for me. But I'll go ahead and record the weight, maybe explain what I'm gonna do that day very quickly, and then hopefully get a couple of shots of me shirtless, because that's obviously the best way to measure your recomposition or your weight loss or your successes, whatever you want to call it, to compare side by side. So I know there's something else I wanted to say about that. But yeah, so like maybe Mondays, every Monday, I'll do like a weigh-in, and then And I think one of the cool parts about this that I think helps a lot of these people that put these journeys, we'll say, on YouTube is that, it just takes this one stranger that came across your video. They don't know you. They're not a friend that's trying to pat you on the back and say, hey, good job. It's like that only gets so far, I think. I think for some reason, the power of a stranger telling you that is a lot stronger than maybe your wife or your sister or your buddy or your dad saying, oh, yeah, good work, man. It's nice to hear. I know, cough in your elbow, right? Not your hand, whatever. It's nice to hear, but I feel like I think there would be something really cool that if, I post this video or at least we'll say next Monday's video, which would be like, my first week of progress. And just have some random stranger like, yo, great, good luck. And, hey, way to go on your first week. And then there's like an accountability thing. You hope that same viewer comes back. I don't care to be a YouTuber. I'm not trying to get subscribers. It's nothing to do with that. I think I would probably be terrible at this. I mean, I've been babbling. It's probably been 10, 12 minutes already. But I think that would motivate the hell out of me. So we'll see. What else did I want to say? Anything? Other than the updates, if there's any suggestions, if somebody does watch this or wants to make a comment, if there's something I'm either missing or something you think I could do better, I'll do that. But again, these are just kind of, for me, for the most part, they're just a vlog per se. I really hope to look back on this when I'm 40 and be like, oh man, look at my first video. Oh yeah, I've been that way forever. Look at me now. So let me get up and then I'll show you myself. I don't know how this camera, I can't see. There's no viewfinder. It's just a phone. So for now, I'm just going to take my shirt off and give you an idea of what I'm working with. And then I'll probably pick the phone up, show you a little bit of what I got going on here. So again, I got to say, I've been working out. When I say working out, it's just basic, Monday through Friday, your basic, we'll call it bodybuilder, weightlifting. Chest Monday, back Tuesday, legs Wednesday, shoulders Thursday, arms Friday, right? So nothing crazy. I'm not doing any high impact stuff. I'm not doing a circuit training. I think I want to work my way into that. So I've already done 3 weeks of just basic weightlifting. I finally got my first week on my machine, my cable machine that I've had for like 5 years. I finally put together. So I've been, but my weight's pretty much stayed the same. Admittedly, I haven't dieted. I haven't tried to change any of that. So this is what I look like on a Saturday night. No flexing, no pump. I didn't work out. Shoulders back. You'll see like before and afters, people try and blow everything out and then they want to stand tall and they're after. I don't want to fake anything. This is me. Here's the front. This is what I look like. I said 5'7", and you'll get the weight Monday morning, but in the 240s. All right, there's the back. All right, so this is what I got to work with. Mainly, like up here's always been a little bit tight. Once I start lifting, like all this kind of comes back a little bit. It's always been the midsection. So that's where I carry most of my weight. And in my face gets really puffy and bloated. So let me show you around real quick. Put the shirt back on. There's no reason to keep this off. I'll show you what I got. Alrighty, so here's my bench. Basic kind of like Olympic bench. You could see the rack there, or the you can see where the bar's attached. I don't know what you want to call them, those uprights. So you could basically squat with this too. When I'll be doing legs, I will be doing squats and some lunges and stuff, but I'm not a big leg guy, but I would like to go, do some basic leg work. So that's that. I put down this matting that I've had for years. Excuse the crappy paint on this basement floor that peeled up because of moisture. We had moisture down here. So that's that. And the paneling is all ripped off because I'm going to start putting up drywall and stuff at some point. Next we have, I got to back up. This machine here. This, is it Body Solid? No, Body Craft. So this is a functional trainer. It's got 2 stacks of weights, 200 pounds a piece. And I'm really excited about this. Like I said, especially for back and shoulders. I've really gotten more out of this than the free weights. I have these Power Block weights. If anybody knows anything about these, they're pretty cool. I'd love to have regular dumbbells, but this does save a ton of space. I can go up to 90 pounds on these, so that's pretty nice. And then again, excuse the basement. It's terrible right now. I have crap everywhere. I have car parts, you name it. This is actually, a lot of this is getting cleaned up tonight. But here's the treadmill we have. A lot of this stuff is like light commercial grade, even if this treadmill doesn't look like it, but it's very solid when you run and walk on it. I got this at a place called Fitness Exchange, and it just works really well for me. You know, it would be nice one day to be able to run 3 miles, like solid, like a nice swift pace. But for now, I'm going to be doing a lot of just incline walking with maybe some sprints in between. I set up a little TV down here, which is nice. These newer TVs have them wireless. You know, you got a hub there with your Netflix and your Disney Plus, all that crap. Mostly, I'll just be probably just mirroring my phone or casting from my phone and watching YouTube or something. But that's it. This is the basic space I have to work with. These are the attachments and stuff, and that's it. This is where I'm going to get all my work done, and hopefully. Let me try and flip this around one last time. Hopefully I have some good progress. I'm pretty pumped about it. You know, some people are probably saying, "Oh, you shouldn't say you could do this or you're hoping that." That's not the right attitude. It's just the way I'm talking. I mean, I try to be reasonable, but I think I'm going to do it. I've made some other changes that I'm pretty excited about. So, but like I said, the meal prep and everything will happen tomorrow. I think that is it. I really do. I have an Instagram. I honestly forget the name of it. It's really there to, of course, do the stills. So I don't really do Instagram. I have it. This is like a second one I created. The other one's really to follow like car people. Just like, I kind of like cars. So it's just pictures of cars is really all I look for. No fitness models or any of that crap. It's just you got video on YouTube and you can do stills on Instagram. I guess that's how I'm looking at it. So that's that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And there'll be a couple, like I said, I might do a quick one tomorrow just showing some meal prep. And then there'll definitely be one Monday morning, although by the time I post it, it'll probably be somewhere Monday afternoon. And then from then on there, it's probably just going to be Mondays. Unless I decide to show you, I don't know, something different. All right. I guess till next time. All right.